So I know it's the internet and you guys can say whatever you want, but after my last video, like, I put things out here because I really thought like women would pick it up, but everything in the comments is a lot of guys, and like most of the comments are hurtful and like probably unnecessary, but whatever, it's the internet. But I don't think like you have the whole picture of who I am, what I've been through. I was in a 6-year relationship with somebody from Florida to Arizona with my boys and I a year and a half ago. 3 months in, he went back to Florida and he never came back. I dealt with all of that for a long time. And then I told myself that I was ready, like I was healed and I was ready to like let someone into my life. And because I'm new to Arizona and stuff, I was like, well, I'll get on a dating app. So I did, and I met this guy, and it was great. Like during my healing process, I knew like exactly what I was not willing to take from my past relationship and accept, and what I was looking for in a partner, and somebody that would be good for my boys too, because they're younger.
Bro saw his opportunity and ran for the door. Who can blame him?
They still have quite a few years in the home. So this person was great and our energy matched. He reciprocated the feelings. I actually was like feeding off of his energy. And then on a random Tuesday, literally a random Tuesday, he decided I wasn't for him. And that broke my heart because I had gone through like all of this healing. And it's like, why do people heal just to be hurt again? So I feel like I'm like on the downward hill of turning 40, and like I'm a genuinely like good person. And it just hurts that like, I just don't know why, like, I always get hurt. I always get, like, the short end of the stick because the person, like, that went back to Arizona or back to Florida, they're thriving, like, doing well. They're dating somebody else, and me, I'm like... So I think I just need to, like, work on being okay being alone. It's just hurtful, and... So I know from like other people's videos that there are people feeling the same way. And so I just share, and I'm vulnerable. I didn't expect all the hurtful, hateful comments, but anyways.
So we have a single mother here who has, she says, kids. That could be 2, that could be 3, that could be 5. We don't know. She doesn't specify. But she's dating a guy for 6 years back in her home state of Florida. They're obviously not living together during that time and he has no infrastructure in Arizona, but he decides to follow her, which is a mistake. I'll explain why I need it in the video. But he follows her to Arizona. Maybe she's chasing a job, who knows? But she gets there. He's got nowhere to stay, so he's probably staying with her. So they're probably cohabitating for the very first time since they've been together. During this time, he sees day to day what being a step baby daddy looks like. Jumped up down the couch, kids running around, running amok. They're young. She says they're small, so they're probably single digit age. These kids are rambunctious. They're not his. These kids that he has no authority over and can't discipline. And he's like, you know what? Something happens. He has to go back to Florida. I don't know if he had to get some more stuff to move back in there, or maybe it was a family reunion. Who knows? He gets back home. He hears the beautiful sound of peace and quiet. Somebody in his life, an uncle or dad, talks to him up. Dude, what are you doing? You're a single guy with no kids of your own, raising hers. And they got through to him, and he decided not to come back. So now she's down in Arizona trying to do the dating app thing. She meets a new guy who's just as stupid as the first guy for trying to date a chick who has kids when he doesn't have any. And then one day, my guess is, he took a look around. He saw the Legos on the floor, kids jumping up and down the couch, running after each other like a bunch of maniacs, shooting Nerf guns at each other in the house, or water guns, whatever, it's Arizona probably. And then he saw what the next 10 or more years of his life was going to look like. Having a bunch of responsibility and no authority. Having to raise somebody else's kids and probably being baby trapped by this chick because chances are she's going to lock him down too. was a nightmare scenario for this guy, and he got the hell out of Dodge while he still could. Yet this chick tells us she's a good person. We'll see about that. The old boyfriend, who literally moved 7 states away if you include them going up through Georgia in a car, to Arizona. He moved that far across country for literally nothing. He had to get back home. And now he's dating somebody new who I guarantee doesn't have kids, so he can start a family of his own. This chick continues to tell us she's a good person. Meanwhile, she's crying profusely without a single tear running down her face. Guys, you gotta be careful out here. When you're dating women and they have kids somebody else gave them, they're expecting more out of you than they ever did out of that guy. Where is their father? Fathers, plural if there's more than one. Where are those guys at? We don't get that story. Because in this modern era, these women only want to be looked at as the hero, when chances are she's a perpetrator and the reason why her life sucks so bad. Case in point.
I posted a video that asked a question: why are guys that I'm interested in not interested in me, and guys that are interested in me, I'm not interested in them? And I asked this because I was very frustrated in that moment, because I am still getting over a guy that I was seeing in the fall that hurt me really bad. It was going so well, and then he blindsided me, totally blindsided me. And that hurts, and it still stings really bad today. But then I also have a very good guy friend here in Arizona that he would drop everything for me. And I appreciate that, and I love our friendship, but he has flat out said that he just wishes that I saw him as more of a friend, because he thinks we'd be perfect together and get married and live this life. He also called me yesterday, and he's like, I have a surprise for you. I'm like, okay. He's like, this is for you and your neighbor. Okay. He said, I know you're going to Morgan Wallen in the summer. I got you and your neighbor a hotel room for the night. Now, I probably should think this is very sweet and generous, but it's kind of just too much for me. If I was dating this person and they did that, it would be so different. But as a friend, it's just trying too hard. And even if I was dating you, not seriously dating you, but dating you, it might give off trying too hard vibes. So I didn't say that to make it seem like I'm too good for people, because I've never had that mentality that I'm too good for people or whatever. Yeah, I said that because I'm just still trying to process losing someone that I really liked, and then I have someone that likes me, but I don't reciprocate those feelings.
Looks like all that peroxide in her hair must have seeped into her brain. Hasn't she ever heard that beggars can't be choosers?
He's a great friend, and I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. And I just have brother vibes with him. So that's why I posted that.
I want you guys to take a real good look at this shit-eating grin on her face. This is the face that women make when they know they are wrong for what they're doing, when they're wrong for what they're saying, and they're getting away with it. This is the cat that ate the canary type of face. This right here, gentlemen, is why Kratos was exactly right. For all my God of War fans, do not care for them. They will not care for you. This is what happens when you, let's call the guy Bob, the boy, not even a man, in the friend zone, who's trying his best to step into the role of a stepped-on father. She don't want him, because this woman truly thinks, in her delusion, a rock's throw away from 40. 99% of her eggs are almost dead if they're not already. She's already got multiple children from other men she couldn't keep. The baby daddy, nowhere to be seen. The 6-year guy, gone back to Florida. The other dude took one look at her life and what his life was going to look like 10 years from now or more, said to hell with this. And here comes Bob, the beta, walking in this situation. And look, I don't know how much Morgan Wallen tickets cost. My guess, not $20. And my guess is also that his tour date in their state is probably hours away from where they live. So yeah, a hotel room to recuperate and recover logistically makes a lot of sense. And the thing is, he isn't even asking to go. He's not even asking to be a part of the experience. He's getting a hotel room he's not even going to stay in for her and a neighbor who I'm guessing is a friend of hers who likes this guy, Morgan Wallen. Incredible. She knows this guy likes her. She's fully aware that he's made his feelings known and his intentions crystal clear. She doesn't want him because he's, quote, doing too much. unquote. Guys, if you're dealing with and look, before I say that, let me say this. I understand. Attraction cannot be negotiated at any time. I get that. But at the exact same time, we as men have to have enough self-respect to treat ourselves well. And that means you give a woman one time to be your romantic companion. At whatever level you're looking for, you give her one opportunity. Because if the answer isn't an emphatic, enthusiastic yes, gentlemen, the answer is no. And you need to take no with a smile, dust yourself off, take the L, and go on about your business. Because this guy is wasting his time, wasting his non-sexual attention, which she values greatly. I don't want to ruin the friendship is code word for I like your non-sexual attention too much to give it up. It's a narcotic for me. I want you on this hook. Your place is on the friend zone shelf until I say otherwise. No man should disrespect himself this way. Where is this guy Bob's father? Where's his brothers? Where's his uncles? Does he have any coworkers? Where's his self-respect? Answer, 0. Because if you are so lacking in options for women that you're chasing down a multiple time single baby mama, what the hell are you doing with your life? This guy, gentlemen, this so-called good person who's smiling at this man's pain, who knows he's willing to step into the role of a stepdome father, help her raise her badass kids, 2 other men, my fault, 3 or 4 if the baby daddies that be involved in this math didn't even want or be a part of. This guy's prepared to do that dumbass job that has no rewards, no benefits. But because in her mind, her delusion has her thinking that her SMV, her sexual marketplace value, is the exact same as it was before she had all them kids as it is now, she thinks she's too good for homeboy, despite her coming out of her crooked mouth saying that she doesn't. Guys, don't be this guy. Learn the lesson from our boy Bob here. Bob the beta. You ask her once. If you get anything other than yes, I can't wait, leave her ass on the curb where you found her. This chick sickens me. And the fact that she's not even alone is why I tell men every chance I get to get their passports and get the fuck out of the West at all costs, as fast as the plane can fly. That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.